tough act to follow, so I'm going to do my best. But I want to welcome you all to what will surely be a great night, celebrating Corey and Craig. As some of you may not know, I've been good friends with Corey since about the 8th grade. So we've kind of been through junior high, high school, college, and now post-college here together. First off, I want to tell you, Corey, you look absolutely stunning tonight. I couldn't even imagine how beautiful you look today until I saw you. So I want to say that first. And also thank Corey's parents and herself for doing such a great job with all the planning and preparation. So I'd like to give them a round of applause. Now, Corey and I used to think about getting married and talk about it and think about what it would be like. And usually that entailed us hyperventilating at the mere thought of it. I mean, even 5 years ago, we both would have said, no way, that's not happening. That's something adults do, you know, when you get older. So I'm afraid to say, Corey, that now that we are both married, we're going to have to find something else to hyperventilate over. Prepare yourself for that. Now, Corey has done a lot for me over the years. For instance, she drove me to school when I broke my leg in college, which, if anyone knows Corey, she does not like to drive. So that was a big feat for her for about 6 weeks driving me. She also taught me a lot about being a girl, which for some of our closest friends know exactly what I'm talking about. But some examples for you: how to use an eyelash curler, you know, how the overwhelming task of applying makeup, and most importantly, that the color brown really shouldn't be worn every day of the week. So had to get a few tips from my best gal here. She's been a great friend in so many ways. We've had a lot of fun together, whether we were sitting in her bed countless nights, trying to teach her about the periodic table for chemistry, and it was countless nights, I must say. Or the time we negotiated a deal with our science teacher for us to sit together during class, and with the agreement that I would tutor Corey, if you know, and that she would pass the class. So we've come to know each other quite well, and I feel like we have an understanding that goes beyond words. We can easily sit in a room together and have absolutely nothing to talk about, but still feel like we end up spending hours talking. It's been a type of friendship that is steadfast, and despite the miles now that are between us. And I've enjoyed every minute this week with the planning and the preparations. I live in Chicago, so I've been out here the whole week kind of just helping her out, and I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I've enjoyed every minute. Now, Craig, not really the guy Corey typically did. So when I remember her saying to me, well, that's probably a good thing, right? But I also remember her telling me after their first date how easy he was to talk to. His gentle sarcasm, quirky sense of humor. And I'm assuming you guys know some of that. And most importantly, his love for living in an animal kingdom of cats and dogs really makes him a perfect match for Corey. Now, Craig also has a sweet romantic side, which he may not enjoy me sharing, but hopefully he'll forgive me for. For instance, I recall a time when he left a bouquet of flowers for Corey on her front step after she'd been out of town for a few days, and going to extreme lengths to get her Dave Matthews tickets, so she wouldn't have to sit out on the lawn of Betsy. There's no doubt, though, the two of you will have a successful marriage, although I must mention a couple of exceptions. Greg, unfortunately, I don't think you will ever get Corey to stop her lingering and get somewhere on time. I've tried many years, and it just never happened, so I'm afraid that that's kind of a lost cause. And Corey, I don't think you will ever get Craig to stop slipping into his role as a Russian spy. Again, I think some of you also know that. Corey, you've been like a sister to me, and I can only imagine what that would be because I only have a brother. But you will always be an amazing friend, but I can't imagine my life without you. I love you dearly and wish you nothing but a long-lasting marriage for decades to come. And on that note, I'm going to grab my glass here, and I want everyone to raise their glasses while I toast the bride and groom, and I'd like to make it with the following thought in mind. If there is such a thing as a perfect marriage, it is because it resembles friendship and respect for one another, as the ride is much more enjoyable when it's done together. So this is to you, Corey and Craig, that you have a continued loving marriage and a wonderful life together. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.